Hello students, in this video I will solve some problems in chemical equilibrium. Question number 1. A vessel at 1000 Kelvin contains carbon dioxide with a pressure of 0.5 atmosphere. Some of the carbon dioxide is converted into carbon monoxide on the addition of graphite. If the total pressure at equilibrium is 0.8 atmosphere, the value of equilibrium constant K is. To begin with, we have carbon dioxide alone, and it is a gas. Its pressure is a 0.5 atmosphere. Okay, it has been converted to the carbon monoxide by adding graphite. Graphite is nothing but carbon in the solid state. Carbon monoxide is a gas. To balance the equation, 1 mole of carbon dioxide gives 2 moles of the carbon monoxide. Solid does not exert any pressure. Carbon monoxide in the beginning is not formed, so I'll write a dash. Now, as the carbon dioxide reacts, number of moles decreases, pressure also decreases. Let there be X decrease in the atmosphere. Okay. So 1:2 ratio, other side, product side should be 2X, atmosphere increases. So at equilibrium, we have 0.5 minus X atmosphere and the reactant side is 2X, right? So we'll calculate now total pressure. Total pressure is equal to partial pressure of the carbon dioxide plus partial pressure of the carbon monoxide, which is equal to, they are given total pressure is equal to 0.8 atmosphere, carbon dioxide 0.5 minus X, that is the carbon monoxide 2X, and we get X value is equal to 0.3. Now we'll calculate Kp in terms of partial pressure of the reactant divided by partial pressure of the product divided by partial pressure of the reactant. So partial pressure of the carbon monoxide, number of moles are 2, square it, divided by partial pressure of the carbon dioxide, which is equal to 2X whole square divided by 0.5 minus X, right? So we can substitute X value. Finally, we get Kp is equal to 1.8. That is option number 1, 1.8 atmosphere we get, right? Question number 2. A certain temperature and 4 atmosphere pressure, equilibrium constant Kp is 25 for the reaction. If we take 2 moles of each of 4 gases and 2 moles inert gas, what would be the equilibrium partial pressure, right? So we'll start with the equation. Sulfur dioxide reacts with the nitrogen dioxide. It gives sulfur trioxide and nitric oxide NO. Number of moles are 1:1:1 and Kp is equal to given 25. Now we'll start with the 2 moles of each of these gases. Also introduce 2 moles of the inert gas. 2 moles of the inert gas. Inert gas does not react with any of these gases. Also, temperature is fixed. When the temperature is fixed, Kp is also fixed, does not change. Kp value can change when the temperature changes. Now let me assume X is the degree of dissociation for 1 mole. Therefore, for 2 moles, 2X. 2X decreases. 2X decreases. On the product side, 2X and 2X, because they are in the ratio of 1:1:1. So at equilibrium, 2 minus 2X is remaining for both the reactants. And for both the products, 2 plus 2X is remaining. 2X remaining. Plus 2 moles inert gas which did not react. Now we'll calculate total number of moles. So total number of moles. How to calculate? Add all these number of moles at equilibrium. 2 minus 2X plus 2 minus 2X plus 2 plus 2X plus 2 plus 2X plus 2 moles of the inert gas. And this gives a total moles equal to 10. 10 moles are present altogether, right? Now, we have to calculate equilibrium constant first. We can calculate equilibrium constant. That is Kp is equal to partial pressure of the reactant divided by partial pressure of the products. So partial pressure of the sulfur trioxide into partial pressure of the NO divided by partial pressure of SO2 into partial pressure of the nitrogen dioxide. How to calculate partial pressure now? Partial pressure is equal to mole fraction into the total pressure. How to calculate mole fraction? Let me take x1. Number of moles of the given component divided by total number of moles. I have assumed here 2 moles are there, right? Now we'll simplify. Kp is equal to product side we have got 2 plus 2x number of moles divided by total number of moles 10 into the total pressure, let it be P. And the same term repeats for the one more product, so we'll square it, divided by, on the reactant side 2 minus 2x is remaining, divided by 10 into the total pressure, and for both the reactants same term square it. So Kp is given 25 is equal to, so we'll get this as the 2 plus 2x divided by 2 minus 2x whole square. Okay, now we'll simplify. 5 is equal to 2 plus 2x divided by 2 minus 2x. So on simplification, x will be equal to 2 divided by 3. Now what is the question? We are supposed to calculate partial pressure of the SO2. How to calculate partial pressure SO2? Partial pressure SO2 is equal to number of moles of that component 2 minus 2x divided by total number of moles into the total pressure Pt, which is equal to 2 minus 2 into x value is 2 by 3 divided by 10 into the total pressure given 4 here. So this one simplification gives 0.266 atmosphere, so which can be rounded up to 0.27 atmosphere, and that is there in option number 4. Therefore fourth one is the answer. Question number 3. In a flask containing 0.5 atmosphere pressure of A2, some solid AB is added which undergoes dissociation to give the equation. Kp is given, total pressure in atmosphere at equilibrium will be equal to. So we have got A2 to begin with, only A2, which is a gas, and its pressure has been mentioned 0.5 atmosphere. Now to this gas they are adding solid AB. Remember, solid does not exert any pressure. According to the equation, 2AB will give A2 plus B2. B2 is a gas. But to begin with, B2 was not there, only A2 was there. Now, this solid will decompose. Number of moles decreases. Equal amount is formed on the product side, right? Now, the products are in the ratio of 1:1. So the increase in pressure, let it be P and P on both the sides. Now we'll add at equilibrium condition. Solid does not any pressure, so 0.5 plus extra pressure P, and B2 will have pressure is equal to P, right? So what is the total pressure? Total pressure is equal to partial pressure of the A2 plus partial pressure of the B2, which is equal to 0.5 plus P plus the pressure P for the B2, and we are supposed to calculate this total pressure is equal to how much. Now we shall write down the Kp expression. Kp is equal to partial pressure of the A2 into partial pressure of the B2 divided by solid does not exert pressure, so taken as 1. Okay, Kp is also mentioned 0.06 is equal to 0.5 plus P into P. This gives finally the quadratic equation P square plus 0.5 P minus 0.06 is equal to 0. So this can be written as P square plus 0.6 P minus 0.1 P minus 0.06 is equal to 0. This is known as the factorization now. So I can write P into P plus 0.6 minus 0.1 P plus 0.6 is equal to 0. So I can write P plus 0.6 into P minus 0.1 is equal to 0. P is equal to minus 0.6 or P is equal to plus 0.1. P is equal to negative atmosphere is not possible. So P is equal to 0.1 atmosphere, right? So we'll calculate now total pressure. Total pressure is equal to 0.5 plus P, okay, plus P. Substitute all these 0.5 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 and finally it gives total is equal to 0.7 in terms of atmosphere. Okay, therefore answer is option number 3. Correct. Question number 4. The equilibrium constant at 1140 Kelvin for the following two reactions have been given. Kp1, Kp2 are given. What will be the equilibrium constant Kc for the following reaction? Remember, we have formula Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power delta N. So we have to calculate Kc. Therefore, we have to also calculate Kp first. For this equation, the third equation they given. Now, how to get the third equation? Using first two equations. So what I'll do, let me write on the first equation, reverse the first equation. When I reverse the equation, carbon plus carbon dioxide gives 2 moles of the carbon monoxide. When I reverse the equation, let it be Kp dash is equal to, when I reverse the equation, become reciprocal 10 to the power minus 12, 1 divided by 10 power minus 12. What I'll do, second equation multiply by 2 now. Second equation multiply by 2. So that gives 2CO plus 2Cl2 to give 2COCl2. So let it be now Kp double dash. So Kp double dash is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 3. We have not reversed it. Value will remain the same, but we have multiplied with the equation by 2. Therefore, we have to square it. Add the equation, these two equations. Carbon monoxide get cancelled. So remaining is carbon solid is a solid plus carbon dioxide is a gas plus 2Cl2 which is a gas to give 2 moles of the COCl2 which is also a gas. Now what is the Kp for this reaction? Kp is equal to, when you get third equation, multiply the previous two Kp values. So when you multiply two Kp values, 1 divided by 10 power minus 12 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 squaring it. So this Kp is equal to 9 into 10 power 6. But we need to calculate Kc. For that we also require delta N. What is delta N? Delta N is equal to number of moles of the product minus number of moles of the reactant is equal to. Now in this equation, we have to calculate how many moles of the products are there. Number of moles of products only 2 minus that of the reactant. Carbon 0 is not a gaseous state. Delta N meant only for the gaseous state plus 1 plus 2. So this is equal to minus 1. So therefore Kp is equal to Kc. I can write Kc is equal to Kp divided by RT to the power delta N, right? So we can now simplify. Kp we know it is a 9 into 10 power 6 divided by, now we have got Kp in terms of atmosphere, therefore R value should be 0.0821 into temperature is given 1140 to the power minus 1 now, which is equal to 9 into 10 power 6 into 0.0821 into 1140. So which is equal to 8.42 into 10 to the power 8 comes. Therefore, option number is 1, right? Question number 5. Consider the following reversible chemical equation. Two equations are given and relationship between K1 and K2 is equal to. Let me start with the first equation. A2 plus B2 gives 2AB. For this, it is the K1 value, equilibrium constant. Now, what I'll do, I will reverse this equation. On reversing this equation, I'll get 2AB gives A2 plus B2. When I reverse the equation, the new equilibrium constant is the reciprocal of the first one. Now, the same equation I multiply by 3. When I multiply by 3, I'll get a 6AB gives 3A2 plus 3B2. And that is the second equation actually. And they're asking what is the K2 value for this in terms of K1. So K2 is equal to, we get K2, we get a second equation from the first equation. First you have to reverse it. So it becomes 1 by K1, right? And also after that we have multiplied by 3, therefore it becomes the power to the power 3. Or K2 is equal to K1 to the power minus 3. That is option number 3 is the answer, right? Question number 3. For the reaction carbon plus carbon dioxide to give 2 moles of carbon monoxide, Kp 63 atmosphere at 1000 Kelvin. If at equilibrium partial pressure of CO is equal to 10 times partial pressure of the carbon dioxide, then total pressure of the gases at equilibrium is. So we'll start with the Kp. Kp is equal to partial pressure of the carbon monoxide, number of moles are 2, square it, divided by partial pressure of the carbon dioxide to the power 1. Carbon we cannot take, it is a solid, is equal to partial pressure of the carbon monoxide given. It is 10 times that of the carbon dioxide. So 10 times partial pressure of the carbon dioxide, then square it, divided by partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. Kp value is given 63. 63 is equal to 100 partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. Therefore, partial pressure of the carbon dioxide is equal to 63 divided by 100 is equal to 0.63 atmosphere. We are supposed to calculate total pressure. What is the total pressure? Is the pressure of the carbon dioxide plus pressure of the carbon monoxide formed. So it is equal to carbon dioxide pressure is a 0.63 atmosphere plus that of the carbon monoxide 10 times the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. It is equal to 0.63 plus 10 into that of the carbon dioxide 0.63. So finally, this answer total pressure is equal to 6.93. That is option number 2. Okay, option number 2 is the answer here. Question number 7. In the reaction AB giving A plus B at 30 degree, Kp for the dissociation equilibrium 2.56 in 10 power minus 2 atmosphere. If the total pressure at equilibrium is 1 atmosphere, then percentage dissociation of AB is. So let me write down the equation. AB, a gas, gives A gas plus B gas. It will start with the 1 atmosphere. Start with the 1 atmosphere, right? 1 atmosphere. Initially, products are not there. Out of 1 mole, let X be the degree of dissociation, we'll say. So let there be alpha degree of dissociation. Sorry, this is the number of moles. We're taking 1 mole. So the ratio you see 1:1:1. So plus alpha, alpha is the degree of dissociation out of 1 mole. So remaining is 1 minus alpha, we get. So we'll calculate first total number of moles. Total number of moles we'll calculate. So how to calculate total number of moles? It is equal to add all the number of moles at equilibrium. 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha minus alpha plus alpha get cancelled. So remaining is 1 plus alpha. right? And we are supposed to calculate this alpha value in terms of percentage. Okay, so we'll start with the Kp expression. Kp is equal to partial pressure of the A into partial pressure of the B divided by partial pressure of the AB reactant. How to calculate partial pressure? Partial pressure is equal to mole fraction into the total pressure. How to calculate mole fraction of any component? Is equal to number of moles of the given component divided by total number of moles. Okay, I have taken two components here, right? So Kp expression is equal to partial pressure of the A, number of moles of A, alpha, divided by total number of moles, 1 plus alpha, into the total pressure, let it be P. Okay, again the same term for B, alpha divided by 1 plus alpha into P, whole divided by 1 minus alpha divided by 1 plus alpha into the total pressure P, right? So this Kp is equal to finally alpha square into P divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, now see the value here. Kp value is actually very small. Okay, that is a 2.56 into 10 power minus 2 atmosphere. Small value. When Kp is small, alpha is also very small. So therefore, 1 minus alpha will take approximately equal to 1. Therefore, we'll get finally alpha square is equal to 2.56 into 10 power minus 2. This is the Kp value. Therefore, alpha is equal to 0.16 will get. Now, to get the percentage, multiply by 100. The percentage alpha is equal to 16%. Therefore, answer is option number 4. Fourth one, that is the fourth one, 16% we get, right? Question number 8. Partial pressure of methyl alcohol, carbon monoxide, H2 in equilibrium mixture for the reaction are given to 1.1 atmosphere respectively at 427 degrees centigrade. Value Kp for the decomposition, reverse reaction, we have tried on, then you have to calculate the Kp for the reverse reaction. So let me reverse the equation. CH3OH, okay, decomposes to give CO plus 2 moles of the H2. For this, we have to calculate Kp. Let me write a Kp dash is equal to partial pressure of the carbon monoxide, reactants first, partial pressure of the hydrogen, number of moles are 2, square it, divided by partial pressure of the methyl alcohol, CH3OH, right, is equal to, and they given the partial pressures of all these in the question. So substitute 1 into 0.1 whole square divided by 2. So this Kp dash gives answer 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is option number 4, right? In option number 4, we have got 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Question number 9. I2 plus I minus gives I3 minus. This reaction is set up in an aqueous medium. We start with the 1 mole of I2 and 0.5 mole of I minus in 1 liter flask. After equilibrium is reached, excess of silver nitrate gave 0.25 mole of yellow precipitate. Therefore, equilibrium constant is numerical type question. So let me write on the equation. I2 plus I minus gives I3 minus. To begin with, they are taking 1 mole of I2, 0.5 mole of I minus, assuming products are not formed in the beginning. Now they are saying that 0.25 mole of yellow precipitate is formed. Yellow precipitate is that of the silver iodide. How the reaction takes place? Silver ion from silver nitrate reacts to the iodide ion. Iodide ion, this is remaining after the equilibrium remains. That it gives AgI. How much AgI it gives? AgI is 0.25. That means I should have 0.25 moles of the I minus and 0.25 moles of the silver ions, which means at equilibrium I have got remaining 0.25 mole of the I minus. That means here to get 0.25, I have to deduct 0.25, right? Now in the ratio 1:1:1, correct? So here minus 0.25 reacting. How much is formed? Equal ratio, same ratio, 0.25 is formed. Okay, so I2 is remaining is 0.75 moles and I3 product formed is 0.25. This I minus, okay, this is for the I minus, this is remaining. This remaining will react to the excess of silver nitrate to give the 0.25 moles of the silver iodide. Okay, so what is the Kp now? We are supposed to calculate Kp expression. So Kp is equal to I3 minus concentration divided by I2 concentration into I minus concentration, which is equal to 0.25 divided by 0.25 for the iodide into that of the iodine 0.75. So this Kp value is equal to 1.33 comes. That is option number 1 is the answer, right? Question number 10. 1 mole of SO3 was placed in 1 liter vessel at a certain temperature and the following reaction is taking place. At equilibrium 0.6 moles of SO2 were formed. The equilibrium constant for the reaction will be equal to. So 2 moles of the sulfur trioxide, which is a gas, gives 2 moles sulfur dioxide also gas plus oxygen. Okay. Now to start with, they are taking 1 mole. Initially products are not formed. Also, they are telling that at equilibrium, 0.6 moles of SO2 is formed. That means here in this column, I should write down 0.6 moles. See the ratio, 2:1 ratio here, 2:1 ratio, 0.6:0.3 ratio. These are formed plus, see here, 2:2 ratio here. That means this should be deducted, decreasing. How much? 0.6 to the same extent, 2:2. So how much remaining here? 0.4 is remaining, SO3. And what is the O2 at the end? It is a 0.3. Now we have to calculate equilibrium constant. So Kp is equal to SO2 concentration square it into O2 concentration divided by SO3 concentration square it. So Kp is equal to SO2 0.6 square into O2 concentration 0.3 divided by SO3 concentration 0.4 square it. Okay, and this answer Kp is equal to 0.675. That is option number 4. Fourth one is the answer, right? If you like this video, please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you.